So the commander asked me if I would contribute to today's ceremony in some small way, and I knew that Richard was going to do the historical presentation about the events that transpired on December the 7th, 1941. So I thought, what tribute could I add to this day? And I thought maybe it would be fitting to honor all of the men and women, the hundreds of thousands of men and women that felt the call to service after that infamous day. So what I'd like to do is just spotlight one of these American heroes of the World War II generation. A small biography, if you will. He was born on July 22nd, 1923, in a small town in Kansas. He graduated high school in the spring of 1941 and enrolled in the University of Kansas the following fall. During his time at KU, he was a star athlete on the basketball team, the track team, and the football team. Shortly after the attacks on Pearl Harbor, he joined the United States Army Enlisted Reserve Corps and became a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army's 10th Mountain Division. At the age of 21 years old in 1945, he was forward deployed in Italy during World War II. In April 1945, he was engaged in combat near Bologna, Italy. He was seriously wounded by a German shell that struck him in his upper back and right arm, shattering his collarbone and part of his spine. Recounting the events of that day, this young lieutenant is quoted as saying, "We were attacking a German machine gun nest. I could see my platoon's radio man go down. After pulling his lifeless form into the foxhole, I scrambled back out again, and as I did, I felt a sharp sting in my upper right back. I was laying face down in the dirt. I could not see or move my arms. I thought they were missing. I saw these things racing in my mind. My parents, my house. I couldn't move my arms or my legs." End quote. A medic gave the young lieutenant morphine, a very strong dose, and wrote an M on his forehead in his own blood so that no other medic would administer another, possibly fatal dose. After the injury, he remained on the battlefield for 9 hours before being evacuated to the Army Field Hospital, where he was not expected to live. In the hospital, he often made light of his injuries and his maimed right arm. During his hospital stay, he was promoted to captain, which he often referred to as a bedpan promotion. His recovery took him through several hospitals, 9 operations, and 3 years of rehabilitation and recuperation. He learned to write with his left hand and to rely on that arm, since his other cannot be used. In his last meeting with the surgeon that had performed many of his surgeries, the Army surgeon encouraged him to not focus on the abilities that he had lost, but rather to focus on the abilities he still had remaining and to go and live a full life. He was decorated 3 times, receiving 2 Purple Hearts for his injuries and the Bronze Star with a V device for valor for his attempt to assist a downed radio man. In 1947, he was medically discharged from the United States Army as a captain. Throughout his career as a civilian, he would carry an ink pen in his right hand so that others wouldn't reach out to shake it, thus saving them the embarrassment. This hero of the greatest generation did in fact go on to live a long and successful life where he represented his home state of Kansas in the United States Senate for 27 years. As a United States Senator, he is known for pushing to make Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday a national holiday, the Americans with Disabilities Act, and Megan's Law, which protects children from convicted sex offenders. On December 5th, 2021, just a few short days ago, at the ripe old age of 98, this great American hero passed away in his sleep. And this great American hero's name is Robert Joseph Dole, Bob Dole. Thank you for listening.